What's up, y'all? Got a really cool little neat video here for you today, man. I got a really awesome looking product so far from what I can see. As y'all can see, I got here my Maverick 88. You've seen some videos on this, and this is kind of where this little product came from, to be honest with you. I was reached out to by this company, and they had actually watched my video and noticed in the comments I'd mentioned that I was wanting to get a side saddle to hold me some extra shells for this sucker, and they picked up on that and reached out to me and wanted to know if I'd be interested in checking out this product they've got. We're looking at right here the TactaLoad Flash-5 shotgun stock with a built-in internal magazine. So this thing is made, it's a completely new stock, and it's made to hold 5 extra shotgun shells. So I just wanted to show you the packaging first of all, because if y'all like me, I mean, I know it sounds funny, but the packaging is the first impression. Packaging so far is really nice. Now this thing is made for it also is made for the Remington 870s and the full Mossberg line. You know, your 500, the 590s, 600, 535s, 835s, Maverick 88. It's made for fit all of those. So obviously the main product here is the Flash-5 stock. And in your package, you get some really nice installation instructions, color installation instructions. You get actually a couple of stickers. You gotta love some stickers, man. Who don't love stickers, right? I know I do. So got a couple of stickers there. Got those. You got the stock itself, and let me tell you something, man. Just picking this up right off the bat, this is a substantial stock, man. I love. It's not too heavy where it's cumbersome, but to me, it's nothing worse feeling than a really light, wimpy feeling gun. And this thing's got some weight to it, man. You can tell this is a real piece of gear right here, buddy. And I will go ahead and throw in here that all this stuff is USA made. I can tell just by looking at it. It's not just some cheap polymer. It's definitely got a lot of glass reinforcing in it. If you guys know anything about plastics, you know what I'm talking about there. And I mean, it's hard to describe right there, but this is a substantial piece of gear right here, man. This so far is looking really nice. And you got really nice all stainless steel hardware. It's got a nice hex head, big bolt stainless screws to attach the butt plate to it. Got the stainless washer, so all stainless steel hardware. Comes with a big old long hex wrench for your hex bolt there. And it comes with a rubber butt plate, so super nice rubbery butt pad. Man, it's got that nice sticky, tacky feel to it. That's going to. Now, some people might not like that, and I'll show you something else if you can use if you don't like it. But man, I love that. I really like that. That's grabbing. It ain't gonna slip down off your shoulder real easy unless you want it to come off of there. Really nice thing there. So you got your nice rubber butt pad. A couple more accessories they've got now. Some people may not like, you know, we all different sizes, got different size arms. Now I'm a big tall guy. I got pretty long arms, so I'm actually glad that he sent some of these along too. You can see here these are length of pull spacers, so you can get these separately. Comes with 2 length of pull spacers. So this thing is really now with the stock setup here with the rubber butt pad, you're looking at a 13.5 inch length of pull. So both of these are 1/2 inches, so you can go from 13.5 to 14 to 14.5 with the both the spacers and the stock rubber pad. That would give you 14.5 if you stuck both of these on, which is probably what I'll do. Again, all stainless steel hardware. Comes with 2 sets of it. One for if you just use 1 spacer, obviously, and then a little bit longer if you use 2 spacers. And then the other accessory they sell for it is a tactical butt plate, because some people may not like the thick rubber and the real stickiness of this, so they sell this also. It's called the tactical butt plate. Got in this one, you got the tactical butt plate. Now this is more of a traditional harder plastic type, it's like I say, but it's plastic, but it's nice plastic. It's reinforced nylon. It's got a lot of fiberglass reinforcing, you can tell in it, but it's this one's a hard one. It's not a rubber one. So you know, if some people don't like that real sticky, they want to be able to slide in and out of where they holding it real easily. They don't want that real tactical or tacky feeling. So they call this their tactical butt plate. And actually you could make it the length of pull even shorter on this, even shorter than 13.5. So if you bought this and wanted even shorter than 13.5, you put this one on and you got a 12.5 length of pull. So and you can use any kind of combinations. You can use the spacers with that one. All of this stuff is interchangeable, goes right together with each other. I ain't gonna get into real detail till we step out on the range. I'm gonna put some of this stuff on here like I would want it, and then we'll step out to the range and we'll talk more about it. All right, y'all, here we go, man. We got the old TactaLoad Flash-5 magazine stock installed on the Maverick 88. Y'all can see I got there. I put the standard butt plate that come with it, or recoil pad, I should say, that come with it, and I put both the length of pull spacers in it. So I'm up to a 14.5-inch length of pull because I'm a tall guy. I got long arms. So plus I'm just wearing some real light clothes out here with the t-shirt. So I wanted that good, nice, long length of pull on it. So as I mentioned before in the video, it starts out at 13.5 with the standard recoil pad. You throw both these spacers in, you got 14.5. So if you're a tall, long arm guy, got real thin clothes, I mean, as you can see, that bad boy, I love it, man. So far, I'm really liking this thing. As you can see, it's a pretty good looking stock. It's a little beefy, a little chunky now, I'll be honest with you, but I kind of like the looks of it, to be honest with you. I really like it, and I really like the weight back here on the back end like that, man. It gives you a nice, just pivot that sucker right back up, get it look right down your sight picture, man. Very easy with that weight on the back of it. So some things I will point out before we get out there, though, is one concern I had was when I started loading these shells in. I thought, man, what if you drop that sucker like that and bang it down on something, your primer, you know, is that thing gonna smack my primer? That thing's actually got a groove cut in it, so it ain't gonna hit your primer. It just can't do it. I'll put one in right here and show you. It just can't. It stands off. So as you can see, I don't know how well y'all be able to say. Like I say, I'll put a picture. But it's got that groove in it, that safety groove, so it ain't gonna smack that primer. You ain't got to worry about that for sure. But I'll load this up and I'll give you a little function test, and we'll see how it runs here with these dummy rounds first. First thing I want to say again is reiterate again, I'm not getting paid to do this whatsoever. TactaLoad did reach out to me and send me this stock. They have watched some of my Maverick videos and heard me mention about maybe getting a side saddle for it, and sent me an email and asked if I'd be interested in trying out their stock and letting them know what I think about it. And I said, sure, send it on. So like I say, I didn't even have to make this video on it. They just wanted my opinion on it, but I figured if I'm gonna give them my opinion, I might as well make you a video and give you all my opinion on it too, in case somebody might be interested in it. So got that out of the way. A little bit of background on the company that I'll be doing some reading up on, checking out on. I like to check stuff out. Again, it's all American made, American USA company. All the partners of the whole company, they all come from years and years of law enforcement background, or training, professional firearms training, military services, retired Army veterans. They seem like a good crowd. It seems like somebody who would have some expertise and spend a long time. From what I read, they spent quite a long time developing this thing and trying to get it where it would really be practical and not just some gimmick that they throw out in the field. So seems like a decent company to me from what I know of. Now that's all I can tell you. But now this thing is made to hold three different different lengths of shells: your 2 3/4, your 3-inch, and your 3.5. Now in order for it's set up right now, it comes out the box ready to run the 2 3/4 and 3.5 with not doing anything. Now if you're going to be running 3.5, there's a little spacer in here. Once you take this plate off, the instructions are real easy to follow. Again, I'll mention that. I'll throw that in here too. Putting this thing on was a breeze, man. Instructions were absolutely perfect. Every tool you need is included, minus a Phillips head screwdriver. And if you ain't got a Phillips head screwdriver at your house, you better go get you a screwdriver before you go buying a stock, man. But anyway, real simple to put on. What I was getting at, if you're going to run the 3.5-inch shells, there is a little spacer that you have to take out to run those, because obviously, you know, 3.5's longer, so you got to have a little more room to push it in there. They put that in there because they didn't want the 2 3/4 and the 3-inch shells getting all the way back in there and not having enough to grab onto real quick. So anyway, run all three of those. Now I will say it's not set up to run the mini shells, those little Aguila, little stubbies, several different brands. Y'all know what I'm saying, these 1 3/4 little minis. It's not set up to run those. That's something I might would give them a little suggestion, or say that, you know, those things are a niche thing. Not a whole lot of people using those, and I don't know how feasible it would be to make up some kind of spacer system or redesign something a little to fit those. It'd probably be a whole lot involved in that, but you know, it'd be something to think about in the future anyway. But anyway, here we go. Let's go. We got some 2 3/4 dummy rounds. The easiest way I found to reload this thing is going from the side a little bit. Once you get the first one in, boom, it's in, no problem. We'll take a few more, just kind of get a little side action. Pops right in. It's basically just like reloading the magazine, y'all. It ain't nothing to it, man. I'm just gonna load 4 in here because I want to kind of demonstrate what you might do if you was out. Like I say now, these are dummies. It's completely clear and safe. So as you can see, they're loaded up in there just like any magazine would be. I got 4 in there, but it'll hold the 5th one in there. And again, nothing's touching your primer. So that's awesome to me that they thought ahead on that, because I'm sure they thought, man, people's going to be dropping this thing and they're going to be worried about that. So pretty good thinking on that, I think. So anyway, it's simple to use, man. Super simple to use. All you do, boom, shoot your shot, you out. Oh, I'm out of shells. You grab one, throw it in, shoot the next one. Grab one, throw it in, shoot the next one. Grab one, throw it in, shoot the next one, and you can do that 5 times, man, just like that. Y'all see how easy that is. Boom. I mean, they come out super easy. It's very, very easy. You don't have to de-shoulder your gun. I mean, you see what I'm doing, like holding the forearm, grabbing it like that. Super easy to pull them suckers out. And I'm gonna look like a bumbling, stumbling something or other over here trying to do it left-handed, but left-handed, same thing. And matter of fact, if I was left-handed, I'd probably use my support hand, to be honest with you. Keep my trigger hand, boom, the same way if I'm left-handed. But y'all see how easy that was, man. And that's how I would probably do it, but you can also do this number here. So say the same situation, you just shot all 5 of your shells out there, 6, however many you had, if you had one in chamber. I put 5 of them back in there this time, but you can also do pretty much like a full or partial reload, I guess is what I'd say. I prefer that one at a time method y'all just see me doing. I think that's slick right there, man, because that way, in my opinion, if you've done run out of shells and you having to reach for more, you probably in a situation where you need to get busy, man. You ain't got time to be trying to reload a whole magazine tube. So that one at a time, man, that's getting down right there, buddy. You just run them 5 through, and you still need to do work quick and easy like that. But like I say, you can also do, we shot the last shell, I want to get one back in there quick, boom, I'm going back in, and then I can also go ahead and do my reloading here. You know, if you like say you don't have an immediate threat right there, you can go ahead and reload your tube back up. That was all of them. So back in business again. But so far, I really like the length of pull. I like this feeling of this recoil pad, man. It's got a really nice grip on there. But now I could see the benefit. I showed y'all in the beginning of this video, comes with a little smaller, skinnier tactical butt plate, they call it. And you can take these length of pull spacers. So if you had some real heavy clothes or anything like that, that'd be nice. And actually, I want to show you one more quick thing before we go out on the range here. I lied. I want to show you 2 more things before we get out on the range here. First thing I want to show you is I know a lot of people like to use little limb savers on their guns, and I was checking this out last night. This thing still goes right on there, man. If you want to use a limb saver, no problem. There you go. If you still want to use your limb saver, no problem there. So if you want even more length of pull, man, you can add that another little 1/2 inch with the limb saver there. So that's pretty slick. And then something else I wanted to show you. We want to see just how easy it is wearing your gloves. You know, this protects all your shells in there, man. You ain't got to worry about them getting weathered. Those side saddles, they tend to get loosened up depending on what kind of material they are. They're hanging off the side of your gun. If you needed to toss it in the truck, toss it wherever, you know what I'm saying? If you got a chance of your shells getting knocked out, it ain't going to happen with this, buddy. I can just tell you, it ain't going to happen. So anyway, these are supposed to be easy to do with gloves too. So we got all 5 of them in there. Boom, pulled it right out. These gloves are a little slippery, but I can't blame that on the gun. And yes, no problem, man. There's plenty of that shell head sticking out. Plenty of it, man. Easy to grab. And these are kind of fluffy gloves too. So yeah, I mean, that's some fluffy winter gloves. So easy, man. So there's no worry about not having enough shell head sticking out to get a good purchase on. You can see, man, I pulled them right out. All right, y'all, got our eyes and ears on. We got everything loaded up. We got 5 in the stock magazine. We got 5 in the tube magazine. So we got 10 rounds loaded up here of 2 3/4, just some real cheap estate brand 2 3/4 inch number 7.5 pellets out here. So they got the low heads on them. So that'll be another little something. We ain't run through it yet. Check it out. I'm sure it won't have no problem. But we're gonna put 10 on these close targets up here. I ain't gonna move real fast because these will be the first shots I've ever drug out of here as far as live shots and loaded up. So if I fumble around, don't laugh. It might take a little bit of practice, but I don't think it's going to take much. But it's hot out here, so I'm going to get at it, man. TactaLoad, if y'all watching this, I know one thing that's missing on this for these hot summer days, a tactical fan. See what we can do on that, man, and hey, I'll be the first one to test a prototype. All right, here we go, y'all. 10 rounds going down range on it. Let's get it. All right, those are gone. A little slippery. My hands is getting a little sweaty. There it was, all 5 of them, not too bad. Got a little slippery, my hands a little sweaty though. I ain't blaming that on nothing but me, but man, as y'all can see, that was 10 rounds down range. I can tell you what, I sure ain't wanting to be on the wrong end of it, that's for sure, man. They came out super easy, nice and smooth. I'm gonna load some 3-inchers in here now. We're gonna test the 3-inches through it and see what they can do. All right, y'all, I got us loaded back up. This time, we are running something a little more stout this time. I will say this recoil pad's great, man. I didn't feel nothing out of that. Now, granted, it was just a little target load, so I didn't expect to. That's a real nice, really got some good, nice cushioning on that recoil pad. We're looking at the Black Clouds, Federal Premium Black Clouds, 3-inch, 1.25 ounce of number 2 steel shot, moving at 1,450 feet per second. So this ought to be a little something behind this one. So here we go. That one didn't blow up. We didn't blow up but one boom boom, man. I don't know what happened there, so we'll load us a couple more shells in here. We're going to finish them off. I'm out of 3-inch shells. I didn't bring but a handful, so we're going to throw some more of these target loads. But y'all saw they run through the TactaLoad Flash-5 just fine. So that ain't nothing to do with the stock. That's me over here missing and chalking up the duct tape. So let's finish these things off, man. There we go. There we go. I think I was just rushing earlier. Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. There we go. Run out fine that time. We finished them off one way or the other. All right, y'all. We're going to call that one done, man. That was it. The TactaLoad Flash-5 magazine stock, buddy. Ran out great, man. Y'all saw it. I think this is a nice little piece of kit here, man. I can tell you one thing. It stayed on my gun without a doubt. Ain't no doubt about it, man. I really like this thing. Fed what it needed to feed. It did what it needed to do. For me, first time shooting it, I thought I was pretty decent with it. And I can even tell, like, you could get fast with this sucker right here, man. Once you just train yourself and get them body movements down to where you know where to grab it and know where to stick it, get real familiar with it, you could really get down with this thing and put some serious amounts of shells down range in a seriously fast amount of time, buddy. So there it is, the TactaLoad Flash-5. I'm trying to find something negative to say about it, but I'll be honest with you, there ain't nothing I don't like about it right now. I mean, one thing I will say is the durability and the longevity of it, and I mean, that's to be determined. But now I will say, if I didn't mention before, it's got a lifetime warranty on it, so apparently the guys up at TactaLoad, they confident that you ain't gonna have no problems with it. So, and if you do, a lifetime warranty, they're gonna stand behind it. So I think that's a good thing, man. If y'all are interested in the stock, like I say, information down below, stay up to date with them to see what else they got coming soon. I'll leave that information down there. Like I say, check it out if you want to. But anyway, man, that's my opinion on it. I think this thing's awesome. So if y'all like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Y'all know we got a variety of stuff all the time on the channel. Hit that subscribe button so it pops up when I do upload something, so you ain't missing it. Got some pretty cool stuff. I'm working on some cool stuff now, so keep track of the channel for sure. So that's about it for this one, man. In the meantime, y'all stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.